Hello there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Allison. I am the Caffeinated Creative. I love everything journals, planners, art, and all the things between. And this puts me in a funny position in a lot of ways, I think, because my interests are not specific. I like a lot of facets of the planner and art journaling community. So this video is going to be a weird one. I'm just going to put it out there. Because I am going to not only do a couple days or at least one day in my December daily, which this is the fourth video. My previous videos were really kind of short. They were highly edited, and basically they were just me working in this little journal here, which is what I've been using for December daily. But with this video, I actually want to try to kill two birds with one stone. I've been really enjoying the Planner Advent series that Seemownay, Planning with John, Daksina, Ellie's Corner. I'm sure I'm probably leaving someone out, but basically Seemownay, who I'll link below, put together this Advent calendar where 5 planner YouTubers talk about themselves in sort of a rotation and answer the same questions. And they've invited people to respond to and sort of contribute to the conversation. Now, I'm teeny tiny in terms of like my YouTube channel, but I just thought it was such a cool thing. So I thought, you know what, let me answer it too. But I also only have so much time and so much content, right? Like, come on, I realize that there's a lot to look at right now. So I thought I would try to do 2 in 1. So I'm doing my December daily, which is opening my Advent calendar from Sticky Club and then doing a page in this supplemental using some prompts from Pocket Journal Pam. But while I do that, I want to answer the questions of the Advent calendar. Okay? So if this is a disaster, whatever, I'll learn from it. If you watch the whole video, 100% gold stars, seriously. But anyways, let's get to it, okay? So this is the Advent calendar, and I'm going to open day 5. I've been really enjoying this Advent calendar. I know I've done it pretty quick in my videos. Oh, this one's super cute. I love this. So it's the Sticky Club Advent calendar, and I picked the vintagey one mainly because I really loved this. I really want to repurpose this and do something with this amazing way that we get the stickers. But this is day 5. Okay, love it. Okay, wonderful. This is my December daily, and what I've been doing, just to give you a little bit more context than I guess my other videos, is this is my A6 Hobonichi Avec. I've been using this all year. This is only half the year, but I have the other half of the year. And my memories I'm actually keeping more in here, okay? But I wanted to participate in the prompts and the fun daily December daily stuff, so this is my supplemental. So what I plan to do is actually put this in the back of here, in terms of for the year when I start to store. So today's prompt is, I'm also going to be drinking coffee because it's absolutely required. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your patience as I consume. Today's prompt, so these are the prompts from Pocket Journal Pam. Today's prompt are Christmas lights. So I'm pretty excited about that. And to keep it kind of simple, I am going to use one of her printables as well. I'm a Patreon of hers. And then I'm also going to answer these questions. So the questions that are part of this Advent calendar, which I just think is like our YouTube video Advent calendar, is just the cutest idea. I love it. But the questions I will try my best to answer are: how did you get into planning? Your current favorites? Your last purchase? Planner fail, and then defining planner piece. And I'm going to talk about it in terms of planning and art journaling because to me they really scratch the same itch, if that makes any sense, in my life. So how did I get into planning? Well, and I'm also going to be doing show and tell, which is hilarious. Who knows how this is all going to go. But the way that I got into planning was through bullet journaling. So this was my very, very first bullet journal. It was in July of 2016. And at this point in my life, I was literally like, I think this really actually gives you a sense. My daughter was little. I had so much going on. It was a really intense time of my life, and I saw the writer Carol YouTube, I think it's YouTube, video of how to do bullet journaling, and I just immediately went and bought all the things like that he basically said were good in the video, because I knew I needed something. This was a point in my life where I was like canceling plans a lot. I was in my doctorate program in the coursework, and I had started a new job where I was managing a lot of people, and my daughter was little, and I was just overwhelmed by life, truly. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I can write stuff down. I can create a system. I don't have to try to remember all this or send myself an email every time there's something that I commit to. So it really, truly was a functional decision. I didn't even know that there was a planner community. I didn't know that people like made these amazing bullet journal spreads. I truly just used it for the function, and it was amazing. It really, really, I loved it. And I started, I always loved kind of art and being creative, but it's definitely something that I had stopped doing as an adult. So the bullet journal was my way to kind of get back into it. I also credit my daughter. So right now my daughter is almost 7, and she would sit and color and do fun stuff. And I was jealous, honestly. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to sit and color. I want to sit and have fun. So I started seeing these like Instagram posts and seeing my daughter color, and I was like, let me doodle in my bullet journal. And that's kind of like where it all started. And I got I started a planner Instagram. At the time I was actually called Bubbly Bujo and Bubbly, or the Bubbly Bujo, or I don't even remember what my handle was. But basically I was getting inundated with bullet journal posts on Instagram, and it was conflicting with my personal Instagram, right? So I wasn't seeing like my actual friends' posts. I was just seeing these like gorgeous bullet journal spreads. And so that's why I started my planner, now more creative, Instagram account. And the way that I got into the planner community, because I didn't even realize it was a community, but the way that these are crazy. Oh, well. The way that I got into the planner community was actually through the Chicago Planner Conference in 2017, maybe 18. I've been to 3, so I guess it was 18. I had seen all these people basically going to these like fun events, like Go Wild, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a thing. You can people put these on. I was very intrigued. And then I saw somewhere, hey, you know, there's tickets for the Chicago Planner Conference. And I knew I wanted to go, even though I really did not know anybody. I knew like one person, but barely, and they were really involved in the community. So like, they were volunteering. So I knew they wouldn't have like time to talk to me. But that was really what started it, was going to that event and really trying to jump out of my comfort zone, talk to people. I sort of stayed after, but even just like being on the Facebook group of that event and getting to know people through the Facebook in advance and whatnot, that's really what kind of started it for me. So that's how I got into the community, I would say, beyond just, you know, my Instagram. So yeah, and it's been so amazing, I have to say. It's really opened up so much of my love that I had put away, that I thought was something that I could just do when I was a kid, you know? Like, I don't know. I loved art class. I loved getting creative, like kits, or just going to Michael's or Staples and looking at everything. And then I thought I was a grown-up and I couldn't do that anymore. And look at me now. Anyways, so the next question of what are my current favorites? And I have a few, but my favorites right now are doing swaps with friends. So these are some Christmas swaps I just got. I recommend, especially for like anything holiday-ish, ask some people if they want to swap with you. It's really widened my washi selection. The other thing that I'm really enjoying is sticker books. So I have a lot of stickers. If you're anything like me and you've been in the community for a bit, you've bought a lot. And I've been slowly trying to catalog kind of like my most likely to be used stickers. These are my character stickers, and these are turning into my functional stickers. I just got this sticker book from Raspberry Designs, and this one I got on Amazon. But I'm really enjoying this because it's making me use my stickers a little bit more than I was. Because I have these huge Happy Planner, the big Happy Planner books that I've put all my stickers in, my pages of stickers, and they're too big. I don't want to use them. So this has been a really great way that I'm actually using them. And I think my goal is to get through the bulk of my stickers in 2021, which sounds crazy because if you saw how many stickers I have, you would be like, okay, that's not realistic. But I don't want to buy any more stickers till I've used the ones I have, but I also want to buy more stickers, right? So it's like, I got to use my stickers if I'm going to buy new stickers. The other thing that I'm really liking, and this is not a gorgeous system at all, but I've been really into printables the past 6 months or so. This is really stemming from my interest in like the journaling community where people really decorate their journaling pages. But I've been loving it, and this is just the reason why I'm showing you this. This is like, I taped this. This is this was definitely a DIY solution, but I like, look at how many number ones I have, options of number ones from printables from Patreon. So that is really, I'm really enjoying the printables from Patreon, and kind of doing that daily journaling / planning, memory planning, which is back to this guy, my A6. This is my favorite. Absolutely. I've never had so much fun doing sort of memory keeping / planning as I have in this A6 Hobonichi Avec daily memory keeper, which this is the funny thing is I don't know if this is planner or if this is art journaling or journaling, like where does it even fit? So it's okay. It doesn't have to fit anywhere. The other thing that I'm really enjoying is I have put a lot of my washi on strips. Again, going back to using the stuff I have and making it easy. I had a bunch of Happy Planners and the covers that I wasn't using. So I've been cutting up the covers and making these strips of washi, especially of the washi that I don't use a lot, like my older washi. But the beauty of it is I'm actually using it. So that's been time absolutely well spent. And then I guess my last favorite, I have a lot of favorites, is fountain pens. I've been getting really into, not really into, but I've been enjoying fountain pens. I've been getting into more journaling, actually writing down my feelings and thoughts and goals and stuff more than like a planner might allow. So I've been getting into fountain pens. But I still love my Villa Beautiful, of course. I have some Villa Beautiful too, but that's been really fun in terms of favorites the past 6 months or so. Okay, let's go back to this guy. All right, I'm gonna skip the order because I want to go into planner fails because I can just talk about those because most of them I don't have anymore. Sorry about my pup, my doggy. Planner fails. Now, this is the thing about planner fails. It's almost a tough question because I feel like you have to planner fail a bit before you can really know what you like and want and, you know, what makes you happy in terms of planning. So it's like that whole idea of like you don't learn anything unless you... Sorry about my dog. You don't learn anything unless you you fail, right? Like that's all about like growth mindset, and basically you have to fail to learn. So part of me like takes this question like, was it really a fail because I tried it and it wasn't for me? And like, how much am I better off now knowing that? Okay, so that's the caveat. But I would say that my planner fails, I've had a number of them, that's for sure. And the other thing I want to say is that I've spent a lot of money on this hobby. But I don't feel bad about it because I think that we should spend money on things that we like to do and things that we love. And some people buy fancy handbags and some people buy Michelin star meals, all of that kind of thing. And that's great. And I might be that person someday. Definitely not ruling it out. But for me, I love buying creative supplies. Like if there's anything that I'm going to enjoy that I'm not going to, stop fitting into, or it's going to get ruined, that I'm going to look at in my closet and say, ugh, I'm never going to wear that again, i.e. clothes. I'd rather buy creative stuff than that kind of stuff. Okay. But also I think that I'm, in my late 30s and I've been working for a long time towards my career and whatnot. And so I don't think everyone's always in the same position. And so it's easy to look at people in the planner community and think, oh my God, I need all that stuff. And it's like, you don't. You do not. I think the biggest planner fail, and actually that's my biggest planner fail. My planner fail was when I bought stuff that I probably couldn't afford. Now, I could always afford it, meaning like I've never gone into debt or anything for my planner habit, but there have definitely been times when I've spent more than I probably should have, where that money would have been better spent going to other goals or other places. Okay? So I just want to say that, like, you don't need everything. You're going to get distracted. It's so easy to want everything. At least that's how my brain is wired. I am a FOMO person. I get FOMO, and that includes with purchasing stuff. So the only fail, I suppose, is when I let that take over at the expense of like being responsible. Although 99% of the time I was responsible, right? But there are definitely times when I like look at my credit card balance and be like, why did I didn't need all that. Like, ugh, now I gotta pay it. But in terms of like actual things that I have planned in that did not work for me in the long run, I would say those are Erin Condren and Happy Planner. I did use an Erin Condren as a memory planner for a whole year, so I don't think of that as a purchase that like I regret, but I have a lot of Erin Condren covers that I'll probably not use, although I will sometimes if I ever go back to the Plum Planner, which I really like. Plum Planner paper. Plum, oh gosh, there's so many papers and plums and peas. I'll put it right here. But if I go back to that type of coil, then I can at least use those covers. But the Erin Condren stuff I think is overpriced. I really do. And I think that you get stuck into, oh my gosh, it's Erin Condren. And I'm so over that 100%. So that would, I think, maybe be a fail, is falling down that rabbit hole too hard. And then the Happy Planner. Again, I used the Happy Planner successfully for a while. But and I have so many discs. Oh, it's kind of ridiculous. But really, it's not for me. The thing that I don't like it is the longevity of the pages. So what I've noticed first of all, I don't like go back to it. It's kind of the same thing as I've used inserts for traveler's notebooks, and they just don't hold up. And I like to look back at my planners and kind of reflect. And like my bullet journal, I have a bunch of them on the shelf, right? Because I use this for years. And I love being able to kind of see, even though it's messy and gross. But with the Happy Planner, I don't even have that stuff anymore because they were just individual pages. So that's why they don't work for me. And maybe I'll go back to them someday. I think that it's a great system, very functional, but in terms of like how I actually want to plan forever, it's not that. So those two would be my fails. All right, let me write a little bit of journaling. Gosh, that'll be tough. What do I think about when I think about Christmas lights? Honestly, I think about stress. Now, that's probably pretty negative, but the reason why is because I remember as a kid, my mom would always kind of hassle my dad to put Christmas lights up on our house. And I remember it being like stressful because I kind of always thought he'd like fall or like something terrible would happen. You know, but then you love it. Like it's always so nice when they're up. And then now as an adult, I definitely always thought that like I would have the house on the block with lots of Christmas lights and whatnot. But I don't. I definitely don't. There are some people on my block who literally have these amazing like situations for sure. And we don't because of that stress. I really try to reduce stress in my life. And even though like I know it shouldn't be stressful because it's for fun and everything, but it's a lot of work. So anyways, most depressing Christmas prompt response ever. But for me, Christmas lights equal stress. But I love to look at Christmas lights, and so I like to go to places and see other people's Christmas lights. But in my life, Christmas lights usually are like, it's like once the Christmas lights are up on the tree, oh, that's such a good feeling. It's like, okay, I don't have to deal with these Christmas lights for at least a few weeks. So yeah. Oh, my writing doesn't look that great either. But I might make this a little better. But anyway, here's a little quick page. And then my last purchase. So this was not all these pens, but this Delphonics pouch, it's the vertical Delphonics pouch, was part of my last purchase. I purchased from the stationery selection box from My Life with Mitts, and I got my 2 boxes and my order, so this was in my order. I just love this thing. I'm really into Delphonics pouches right now, but I love this for my markers. So my markers were spilling out of my other Delphonics pouch, my yellow one that like everyone has. But this is perfect because now everything that I like to use marker-wise is in one place. So that was my last purchase. And then last but not least is around, maybe I'll work on this page again a little bit, planner piece. So for those of you who have not heard, planner piece is a term that is often used in the planner community to convey a sense of like I'm at peace with my planning system, and like I know what I'm doing and I don't have to ever worry about it again. I think for me, planner piece is Hobonichi, the product line of Hobonichi. And this is why. I've used the Weeks for 3 years now, or this is my 3rd year using the Weeks. I really like that for my functional on the go. I've used this A6 memory keeper for a whole year. I love the chunk of it. I love the paper. I'm changing it up a little bit in 2021. I'm going to be using a cousin, but I'm not looking at other planners. I'm not looking at other companies and such because I just trust Hobonichi in terms of the quality of the paper. It is what I'm looking for, even if I am still like going to switch around sizes and whatnot. But more importantly, I really want to go back to my previous sort of point about planner piece and about doing you. I know that sounds so silly, but even with this channel, okay, my channel doesn't fit a box. It's not planner kits. It's not sticker hauls, although it is because of Pipsticks, but it's not like planner sticker hauls. It's not plan with me's every week. It's weird. It's weird. And I know that I might not have a lot of people watching because of that, and that's okay. But that's because That's where I am as a planner, as a journaler, as a person who likes to do creative things. I'm obviously not a fine artist. I'm also not, just a planner who uses a specific type of kit every single time. I'm in this middle ground. And I think for a while I struggled with that. And you could even look at my Instagram. I bounced around to different planners. I've I don't know, I guess I've tried to like fit a mold in the past, and I don't think that that's what we should be doing. If you're into creative planning for whatever reason you are, like, that's great. That's good. That's awesome. Nobody's doing it better than you are, right? Nobody's doing it, nobody's got it figured out. Like, that's planner piece to me, is that idea of like, nobody's doing it better than me. I'm doing it the best for me. And it doesn't matter how many followers I have or how many subscribers I have, or if I even have, I went through a long period where I didn't do jack on my social media for anything planners, and that includes Instagram, because I wasn't wanting to share it. Like, that's completely fine. That to me is planner piece, is just having your planner / your creativity / your creative planning / your journaling, whatever it is, like, just having it serve you, and don't trying really hard not to think, oh, that person, I wish my pages looked like that person, or I wish my planner looked like that person, or if I buy this, $500 Gillio cover, that's going to make my planner system and my planner life peaceful or better. It's not true. It's really, really not true. And that's one thing that this advent calendar exercise has shown me, is that a lot of folks who I've watched have said, like, I actually realized that I didn't need that expensive thing. I like the plastic cover, or I like, printing my own vellum or whatever. So I don't know. That's my my weird hodgepodge of December daily. So yeah, that was my hodgepodge. For my last bit of this, I just wanted to show you my actual Christmas lights on my Christmas tree. I have a pencil tree, which I love. So here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I hope you've gotten some joy from this. See you later.